Hey everyone, welcome back to BUGSMASHERS. Before we begin, got a little joke for you guys. No one's in the office, so this is going to be good. You ready? Here we go. What type of computer sings? You got it? Wait for it. Adele. Ah? Ah? BUGSMASHERS! Hey everyone, we are in a fun little map where there's nothing in there but our evil player. And as you can see, he looks really, really lovely. This bug happens to be from Ollie in the UK, where our good old characters are not streaming in the higher end content, or I should say his LODs, his higher end LODs. Whenever you're close up, it keeps using the low end LOD, which is the lowest mesh you could have on the character. This is what you're supposed to see when the guy is way, let me turn this guy off, way back here. But instead, when we go way up close, we're getting the crappy LOD. Alright, so what's happening? Let's go to the fun little code. Here we are. So we're in this thing, or this bit of code called the character instance. This is basically the, where'd my guy go? This is basically the root character you see here. I could probably just do this. So it's my root character. The player has some bones on it, and then we attach the helmet, we attach the body armor, we attach his pants and his belt, and if he had a weapon, you attach his weapon. And the character, or the player, and all his bones has a bunch of attachments, the helmet, armor, and so forth. And we basically, in this little bit of code, will stream in the geometry in hopes that the higher end stuff comes in. The only problem is the streaming thing only works for, well, in this case, it's only trying to get raw geometry, like even another character, which could have even more bones, or just pure geometry. Pure geometry is a stat object, and then the character instance is another character. So you could have maybe another armor that has another bone that you could stick something to. But unfortunately, we have other attachments that add these things called skin attachments, when it just basically adds additional bones and additional geometry to the character himself. So it's not an additional, like this helmet, if I put it on, it has maybe 2 extra bones here, but it's a separate object that I'm just attaching to my head and it's following. A skin object would be this thing getting stuck to my head and forever being a part of me. It's not separate, it is me now. That's what a skinned object is. Unfortunately, those are the things that look like they're breaking. So what Ollie did is he moved this little bit of LOD so that it could find per type, and unfortunately we have different ways that we can have skin objects. For our attachment, we have attachment objects, and the attachment controls how these objects get put onto the thing. So if we have an attachment type bone, then it will handle any attachment objects that go to the specific bone. If we have an attachment face, it handles any attachment skins that get stuck onto the face, and so on. Now, unfortunately, the attachment system has 2 ways of doing skins. The attachment object could be an item, or which has another skin to put onto the player. It could be like the face, where the attachment object has a skin. So the skin, unfortunately, could be in 2 places right now. It could be on the attachment or the attachment object. And this bit of code only handles the attachment object. So we actually have to, let's check to see if our attachment also has a skin. Because if it has a skin, we want to stream in that bit too. Zip. Unfortunately, this function is not const. That will get fixed after this, but to change that to const will require a huge rebuild of code. This is for the programmers going, oh my god, why did you change that constant? Well, to demonstrate and fix the bug, I am just removing it for now just so you can see the effect. Don't worry, it will be const again. And we'll hit recode. So now if our attachment has a skin, we will also add it to our merged LOD information of the character. And if everything goes well, we will refresh the LODs. Yeah, you have eyes. And now, look at that. Our character is in HD. Oh snap. His hair's a little blue, but I'm probably just missing a texture or two. However, his little straps are no longer little weird triangles, and you can see a lot more detail. And when we go way out and beyond, now you can see that his LOD, if you look at the pixels, you'll see that it goes to the correct LOD. And then when we snap in, you can see the helmet pop. Woo! So now we're getting our good high fidelity LODs when you're up close and nearby, and Shazam. Hope you guys enjoyed. So as you guys saw, we had a little fun LOD issue. Our attachment system is quite complex. We have attachments which define how attachment objects should stick to something. It could be a character, it could be a chair, it could be a face, and there's many different attachments, many different attachment objects, and either one of those could have a skin, where a skin makes, like if I'm a character, I now own that additional geometry. And unfortunately, we weren't checking the attachment to see if it had a skin. We were only checking the attachment objects. And now we're checking both of them so we could stream in the LOD information correctly. So now our little character, or in that gigantic character, will have the correct LOD when you're up close, and he won't look like a pixelated 80s game. Hope you guys enjoyed. See you next time.